The night of the storm. Henry and his grandfather are at their favorite spot by the pond, on this beautiful piece of land gifted to his grandfather by his father. "Are you having fun, son?" Grandpa asked. "Yes, Granddad. Thank you for spending time with me and telling me stories." "Henry, what are you staring at?" His breathing becomes labored. Granddad pulls Henry close to him, trying to console the boy. Henry loses control of his bladder and urinates. His body begins to jerk and contort uncontrollably and becomes stiff. He's losing consciousness. His eyes begin to roll back into his head. Suddenly, Henry is pulled from the ground and is suspended in the air. "Henry, no!" Grandpa screams. Granddad awakened to an impending sense of doom. "Just a dream," Granddad sighs. Lightning strikes the tree. "Henry!" Granddad cries out, and he runs to his grandson's room. Henry is hanging off the side of his bed, playing with his toys. He looks up. "Grandpa, are you okay?" Henry asked. "It's 10 at night. You should be asleep already," Granddad warns him. "I know, but the storm scares me. Playing with my toys makes me feel happy. I am not scared when I am happy," Henry tells Grandpa. "Honey, did you hear that?" Beth asked Bill. "Yes, I think that was the tree behind the house," Bill replies. "Are you going to check to make sure nothing hit or damaged the stables?" Beth asked. "Yeah, I guess. Hopefully it's not too rough out there." Bill voices his concerns. Bill flicked the back porch light on, and his assumptions were right. It was the tree. Bill yells to his wife, "It was the tree. I'll be back in a bit." The march is difficult and offers no surrender. Visibility is scarce. The porch light is quickly engulfed by the storm's tenacities. The stable is roughly 30 yards away. Bill pulls out his flashlight and checks the stable's structure. A quick inspection. Nothing seems wrong. Bill tries to reassure himself. The wind knocks the flashlight out of Bill's hands. It is lost to the terrain. Bill turns towards the house and takes several steps, but the storm has completely disoriented him. He is now lost in his own backyard. A low growl is slowly creeping in between the wind and thunder. Bill can hear something but is unable to decipher the sound clearly. Is it the storm playing tricks on me? Or is it an opportunistic animal he thinks to himself? Screams followed by a high-pitched squeal, then by a loud, heavy thud on the back porch, pulls Beth, who was reclining on the couch. With a shaking voice, she forces out, "Bill! Was that you? Bill! Are you okay?" Beth asked, worried. "Jebediah, come here, I need your help. Bring your brother too," Beth cried out to her sons. "What's wrong, Mother?" Jebediah asked. "I heard a strange sound and your father isn't back yet." Beth cries. "What? Where is Dad at? And how long has he been gone?" David asked. "I asked him to check on the stables, but that was half an hour ago," Beth tells the boys. "You said you heard a sound? Where did it come from?" "Mom? Where?" Jebediah asked. "It came from the back porch," David answered. The boys go to the back of the house. The porch light is flickering. They try to reset by flipping the switch on and off. Beth screams and the boys run back to the living room, and Beth is hanging from the banister. And she has been sliced from her chest to her womb. The boys cry out. "Mother, no!" The storm kicks in the front door, and a mountain lion rushes in, jumping towards Jebediah and slashes his throat, and he falls to the floor. The mountain lion pounces on him and crushes his skull with a single bite. The beast never took his eyes off David. Its ferocious gaze incapacitates him. The lion opens his mouth and spews a decaying rattlesnake towards David. It quickly slithers to his feet and wraps itself around David's legs and begins to bite him uncontrollably, injecting him with enough venom to kill 100 men 10 times over. Sister Kelly hears all of this and runs from her room towards Henry's room, but Grandpa stands in her way. "Grandpa, what's wrong? What is going on? Where is Dad? I'm scared," Kelly whispers out of fear. Grandpa embraces Kelly. "It's okay, Kelly Bear. Grandpa is here," Grandpa whispers back. He throws her over the banister. She lands on her neck. It snaps. "Grandpa, no!" Henry screams. "Henry, stay there and don't come out of your room!" Grandpa orders Henry and closes the door. Granddad walks outside to the stable, pulls out a wheelbarrow and a rope, and begins to load his family onto it. First his son, then his daughter-in-law, next his 2 oldest grandsons, and finally his Kelly bear. He takes them to the nearest tree. This one stood tall in the front yard, near the entrance to their stolen land. He hangs each of them in their respective order of birth. He turns the wheelbarrower onto its side and stands on it and slips the noose around his neck. Then cries out to Henry, "Henry! Henry, come outside!" Henry walks outside. He keeps his head down until he reaches the end of the driveway. "Yes, Grandpa," Henry whispers. "It's okay, Henry. You can look up, son," Grandpa reassures him. "No, I am scared, Grandpa," Henry cries. "We took something. That wasn't ours, and we must pay for the sins of our fathers. Look at me, it will be okay. I love you," Grandpa whispers. Henry looks up and Grandpa kicks out the wheelbarrow and snaps his neck. A tear rolls down Henry's cheek. 6 shadows rush towards Henry.